constant kitchen. You always find Artem, and you always find Brie, aka Kramer, popping in whatever she likes.
Are we wearing the same dress?
Oh my gosh, we're wearing the same dress. Oh, well, hello there. Come into my kitchen. And it just doesn't start in the kitchen. It starts right when you walk into my door and you have my coffee section. So here, I love to see a sunrise of Napa Valley. We keep the fun wine accessories in here as well. Always wine, coffee, bunch of fun stuff. I like to stare at this every day because I'm pregnant and I don't get to drink it. So I just stare at what I have and enjoy. These are the nice quick grabs and stuff. I have my sparklings and whites up top, and then I keep my reds below. And something that's also very cool about having this right by my kitchen is I have 2 extra fridges. And when you're engaged to a chef, you need the extra space. So I keep anything overflowing. I never would have thought I would have a full fridge and used 2 fridges that overflow. But when you're engaged to an incredible chef, well, you actually get food. I thought maybe we could talk about you moving here full-time with me.
Why? Because I cook breakfast every morning?
For all of you who don't know, this is Artem. He is my fiance / baby daddy.
Will you marry me?
Artem! Are you gonna say hi?
Hi.
He is very shy. Artem cooks pretty much every meal. I'm very spoiled because you will always see Artem in the kitchen creating something. He was born and raised in Russia. They're very big with stews and soups, right?
Yeah.
So he always makes like these homemade stews and soups. This one's kind of coming to the end. And he just like heats it up, kind of always keeps one here. And constantly just eats at it, adds some meats and stuff in. Something funny about this is, so Artem and I were cooking a few dishes in here on Thanksgiving, and I had these cute cutting boards as decor. Well, when I thought I turned the oven on, I accidentally turned, I don't even know the name of this thing. What is this called? All I know is when you turn it on, if you want to put an egg on it and fry it, you can. You can cook on this. Well, I accidentally turned this middle part on, and next thing I know, my fire alarm's going off. I look, and the cutting boards, the bottom part of it, are on fire. I'm in a red robe, dripping wet hair, and next thing I see 6 beautiful firefighters walking in my backyard.
You always say handsome for men, you don't say beautiful, which is weird.
Well, but they're firefighters, so I could say they're beautiful, right? They save lives. Anyways, we put the fire out. They put a smile on my face. I offered them some food and drinks they couldn't accept. And that was my first Thanksgiving here. So over here, I like having decor, but useful decor in my kitchen. If you're gonna be on my countertop, you better make some use of it, right? So, well, this is a gift from my sister. She probably really wanted me to show that. I thought it was very cute. I like having pops of red in my kitchen. This is our homemade juicer, because we like homemade orange juice and stuff. I do have a lot of cookbooks. This is the latest one I have on display. And these are other, obviously, salt and pepper shaker. I'm just gonna call this a muddler. So all my drawers are very organized. As you can see, I always love my pops of red or gold. This is more like the alcohol drawer over here. Just kind of whatever you're filling alcohol-wise, I like to make sure I have the appropriate glass. Whether it's champagne, white wine, red wine, whiskey, martini, I have it all. These 2 are dedicated to teas because I'm actually a big tea drinker. And so I like to keep all my different teas here. Here are my like teapots and cute little mugs. I think I go overboard on the coffee mugs, but Artem and I both are obsessed with coffee, so this is like coffee mug section. All of these drawers are just pots and pans that we keep on both sides. It's really nice when you have the trash cans that pull out. Of course, we got a recycling bin. We just keep like any of our bakeware over here. Again, gotta get my pops of reds in. Then I like to keep some of my utensils by the stove because we're constantly cooking. Probably a lot of you at home have this. Artem one day, he got a tortilla that hadn't been cooked yet. After he cooked the chicken and steak, he put in the tortilla with some cheese. He wrapped it up in foil and he stuck it in there for a bit. and it was like an amazing burrito. And he's looking at me like I'm so weird, but I never would have thought I could have used that for that.
I don't think I put a foil in that.
Yeah, you did put foil. You wrapped them in foil.
Really?
Yeah, because then I copied you and I wrapped mine in foil. Was that bad?
No, I'm just thinking we didn't.
Okay, then maybe don't do foil. Please Google that because maybe I might have started my second fire in my kitchen. All right, time for the fridge. Artem, do you want to come explain the fridge with me?
This fridge will be empty within 3 days, 4 days. So it's not like this is gonna stay there forever.
Oh,
this
no.
thing actually go through really fast and very
We do.
rapidly. So
Because right now we're in quarantine together as well with Brie, Brian, and Birdie. We all cook meals for each other. I like to place everything, the butters, my pepperoncinis, my sauces, everything goes here. My drinks and my pickles. If anyone has a sweet tooth, always have dark organic chocolate chips in your fridge because you just pop in a few when you're having like that sugar craving. It helps so much, trust me. I do it. I also like keeping all like my beauty stuff there too. I like how my fridge yells at me to save energy. You're always gonna find a big thing of eggs. Artem likes regular milk. I like almond milk. I've been addicted to orange juice. We have different like cheeses. We have a drawer just for cold vitamins. And we have all our veggies and fruits and meats that we keep in here. And then Artem and I, we're obsessed with sparkling water, especially I think when you're a wino. I always put sparkling water in a wine glass. It cures the fix. So we're obsessed with LaCroix. There's no sugar, no calories. That's like kind of our drink. Artem likes to keep some beer because he's like a man. So when he works hard, Artem likes to have a beer. Don't you, Artem?
yep.
And then when you live with the baker, you always got some nice fresh dough stash. So when I have a pizza or some bad craving, he just bakes it up for me. He makes this homemade juice. And then the freezer. By the way, these are amazing. They're 100 calories, low in sugar, no dairy, coconut milk. But these little ice cream sandwiches hit the spot. They're like my favorite. So we keep some of our meats in here. And then we also have like just emergency stuff in case we can't get out. We try not to eat our microwave food or any of this kind of food until we, absolutely have to. But I do have to say we are so obsessed with our Beyond Meats. This plant-based, yummy. Well, you always better keep these in your freezer. You will never see a Bella without copper mugs in her freezer because this is what makes your drinks real good. When you're engaged to a Russian, you keep the vodka. I'm just kidding, Artem doesn't drink vodka, but that, I want to be stereotypical.
I do.
Oh, you do? Well, Artem does drink
Bloody
vodka.
Mary.
He makes the best homemade Bloody Mary. And then this is the dining room table. I love my chandelier. I have my crystal for good juju. I keep my fresh lemons that I picked from Brie and Brian's tree over there. You will always find in my kitchen a very sexy, handsome, ballroom dancer chef just making me amazing food.
Oh,
Artem, what are you hi, Brie.
A salad, Russian
that's really
salad, and some burgers.
What are you doing?
I need some white wine vinegar.
See, this is what happens when your sister is your next door neighbor.
Well, we share some
Share stuff.
We do. This is the constant kitchen. You always find Artem, and you always find Brie, aka Kramer, popping in whenever she likes.
Are we wearing the same dress?
Oh my gosh, we're wearing the same dress.
Okay.
It's so embarrassing.
I'm going home on that note. Well, I'll bring this back.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow.
Bye, Brie.
Bye.
So, this is the pantry. I love walking pantries. 3 things I never really thought I would have had in my pantry is this much food, especially canned food. I don't really bake or cook a lot, so I never thought I'd have different types of flour in my kitchen. I'm trying to reduce my use of plastic, but just in case something happens, I always keep water bottles in my pantry. I'm all about organization, so what you will always find in my pantry. My spices always have to be on organized racks. I need to see labels and need to see things or I'm never gonna use them, and I hate wasting stuff. And that's the same with my vitamins. I need to see everything. I need labels to be facing me. When it comes to the fridge, the pantry, I keep everything in check. I always like keeping Skinny Pop. This has always been my favorite snack. 25 calories per cup, satisfying. You'll always find this in my pantry. Always the macro protein bars. This is a new one for me because it's a pregnancy craving. I've become obsessed with graham crackers again. Last time I had them, I think, was for snack in 2nd grade. I don't know. And now I'm obsessed. So shall we go see the chef in the kitchen? What is your favorite thing to cook in the kitchen? You cook meat.
For you,
Yeah, what's your favorite?
you like, Italian type of food, so you like pizzas,
Yeah.
you like
You do
pasta.
he makes such good homemade pasta. And he makes his own bolognese. What else?
Because I grind my own.
He grinds his own meat. I have to say, like, there is a big difference when you grind your own meat.
Which is actually, I'm defreezing some of it right now that I grind it not too long ago. I'm gonna do a burger meat right now.
He does make amazing Russian dumplings. He
Oh.
made me those the other day.
I mean, I love cook Russian food obviously because that's where I came from. And it just reminds me so much of my home and my parents and my family that I miss very much. But I think Italian food is like the one that I really enjoy cooking.
Yeah, you're good at
Because
it.
there's a lot of like similarity, like it's very family style. Like if you
Yeah.
cook Italian food, you cook a lot. When you cook
Yeah.
French food, it's like, it's all about decor and presentations and little portions. I feel like Italian food just has this like family vibe. So yeah, I say anything Italian food, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Or like desserts, because you always cook like baked goods for a lot of people. You don't just cook for yourself.
Baked goods are good.
So
Aw, I love that. Aw.
it's amazing.
It's amazing. So you guys, this is our kitchen every day, morning, noon, and night. We either have coffees in our hand or sparkling waters and wine glasses. This place can be a mess, it can be really clean, but the one thing I have to say is it always smells good, it's always very warm, and there's always a hot, handsome ballroom dancer in here. Have some wine for me because 15 weeks I'll be having some
Oh,
milk.
for us. I'm not drinking.
For us, yeah. He just has his beer like a man every now and then.
Even though I kind of not, I don't know why I was.
Okay, well I'm gonna get back to watching him make me a burger.